is back in the building. Atlanta Car Cast Season 4, Episode 19. And it's Ladies Night. Ladies first. If you're old as hell, you probably remember that song by who was that? Who sang that song?
Why'd you try to sing it if you didn't know who it was then? You ain't old as hell. Leave it alone.
I know I'm not old as hell.
Why you trying to sing it then?
Like some people on the other side of the screen, you know. Skip used to be a break dancer back in the day.
Shut your ass up.
But yeah, it's ladies. It's ladies first. We really don't supposed to be here, but we're gonna be here to ask some good questions. We got some beautiful women here. Yeah, but we're gonna get to them. We got Miss Tia in the building, Miss TJ, aka www.tiajakes.com for all your consultation needs, restaurant needs, consultation needs, legal needs, car show needs, judging needs, confidentiality, whatever, so on and so forth. Above her always is Mr. Skip of Skips Trophies and More. Shout out. Make sure you get your trophy orders in now. Now he's booked and busy almost for the whole season. So get him in now. Get him in now.
For the whole season. Just booked. No,
the crazy part is people who watch these shows we speak to over the weekend, and they act like they still don't know he makes trophies, and we say the same thing.
No. You're missing it. It's subliminal. They know. That's their sort of way of telling me I'm not fucking with you. That's what that is. They know.
Oh, that nigga was lying. That's what you said.
No, yeah, they know. But I don't mind. Do your thing. I can't get it all. I'm thankful for what I do get.
And with us always about that life, CEO Nighthawk with the T, aka Night Hizzle with the Tizzle. We are here. We're gonna make this pretty fast, even though it's not gonna be fast. Miss TJ, how was your week? Give it to the people. You're on mute too. Hold on. You start over. Delete. Backspace. Delete. Backspace. You still muted.
Unmute. The button.
Okay.
The button.
Ladies night.
The button. There you go. Oh, she put it back. The button. You're muted again. The button. There you go. That's better.
Mic check time for the one time.
Mic check?
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So, first of all, the week went really fast and really slow at the same time. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with that being said, as Mr. Skip would say in season 1, episode 2, with that being said,
with that being
said, I'd like to thank Bled for allowing us to broadcast live at Keys to the City Part 3 Car and Bike Show. If you didn't get a chance to check out the live stream, it's up. Please check out Secret Society's entrance. They had a majorette and a drum line escort them into the car show. It was kind of dope if you didn't see it. We also have 13 interviews up there. 13 interviews, including one with the man himself, Bled. 3 vehicles that were unveiled, including Nitty, Dreamscat 392, Spawn 704 SS, and also interviews with the Hellcat Queen, Mr. and Mrs. Hyde, Hellcat Enforcer, the Baby Daddy's truck. That's Skip's favorite.
My truck. That's my truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, Secret Society, Mooney with exclusive audio, Mr. Tony with the old school Chevy, Jose with the old school Impala, and Soundwave. So if you didn't see that interview, please go and check those out. There were so many dope bills at that show. I mean, this show was extremely top tier. The competition was stiff. And it's also always a pleasure to connect the face with so many of the vehicles that we see on social media. There were so many people that traveled from near and far for this show. I'd like to give a super shout out to Janet and Jeff, aka Mr. and Mrs. Hyde. We truly appreciate your support all the way from Texas. When I tell you it takes a woman's touch, it takes a woman's touch. Now, Mr. Hyde's car was dope. But when Mrs. Hyde got in the game, she amplified both of their car experiences. You got it. If you haven't seen their cars up close and personal, you definitely have to see them. So we just want to thank you for all your support. They always tune in. They always watch and support all the way from Texas. And of course, all the club solo riders that came from near and far that we had a chance to meet. Then on Sunday, I know this is a long recap, but it was a long weekend. We went to the Car Sneakers and Chrome event at the Thunder Tower Harley Davidson. That was really a cool event. It was hosted by the Misfit Toys Car Club with the legendary ATL DJ Jelly on the ones and twos. He's legendary. It was really, I danced the entire time, I'm telling you. It was a great meetup. And I said in previous podcasts, I'm absolutely loving the good times, good vibes, and overall camaraderie that's happening at these new events that are being brought to the community. So that's my wrap up. Mr. Skip, what you got?
Yeah, we interviewed the dude that's been driving my truck around Atlanta. If y'all seen a big dually, Hurricane dually, that's mine. No, it ain't. It ain't mine. No, it's not. It's a bad piece of work. But to piggyback on what Miss TJ said, it was a great show this weekend, the Bled show. It started out Friday night with the light show. They had OKQ performing, Swag Pack Shack performed. If y'all thought the man didn't have a voice box, you're wrong. He got up on the stage and he rapped. He wasn't the best, but he goddamn show didn't bomb. You know what I mean? He did his thing, and I applaud him for that because I wouldn't have got up there and tried to rap that. But anyway, man, what was the other guy name? The other guy? The one that
Jody Breeze
on the stage?
Oh, yeah,
Jody Breeze.
Yeah, Jody Breeze. One of our esteemed colleagues blowed his mouth on the stage. He started blushing. But all in all, it was a very good show. The light show was fantastic, man. Those beautiful cars were lit up. It started out good, and the rain held off pretty much the whole weekend for everybody's event. So that was beautiful. And you know, the other thing too, man, is there was no conflict. You know, and we've been preaching this and trying to get this thing like this for the last 5-6 years to be to where we can go. Everybody can meet in the middle. Blacks, white, Hispanics, men, women, children, everybody, no conflicts, have fun, go home. I applaud everybody for that. We did a lot of interviews, like Miss TJ said. There was a lot of interviews we couldn't get because of what we were doing and because of everything going on. Shout out to Blady, put on a very good show. You know, shout out to Luke. Luke got a couple of awards. I don't think he even knew he was getting. I didn't know. I was just acting a fool. But everybody that won an award deserved it. I didn't see any gross overlooks. You know how people say, why did he get an award? I think everybody that got one deserved it. So damn good show. Other than that, weekend was great.
Nighthawk.
Oh, well, I had a laid back week. I went on the scene this weekend, but I hear every show was pretty much a nice show. No complaints. Just me during the week. This is week 6 of jury duty, so
guilty.
How's that going? I know you can't talk about it, but
it's pretty much easy. It's like a waste of time. We get there at 8:30 and be out of there at 11:30. So
really,
whatever they said that nigga did, he did it.
Yeah, it's like go ahead.
But now the jury duty you're on is not, it's grand jury, not regular jury, correct?
No, I'm on the grand jury. Yeah.
Yeah, so grand jury is where they present evidence and y'all decide whether they should be charged or not, right?
Correct. So we go through 25
cases. Saying, hey, he's guilty.
Yeah, we go through 25 cases in 2 hours. So
damn.
Indict, don't indict.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
same. Nothing to add from me. Only nitpick I would say about the show, which was incredible. The venue, amazing. I love a venue that gives you grass and concrete, a little bit of both.
And it was neatly manicured.
Very manicured. Sometimes when you're on that pavement in the summertime, it's just extra hot, uncomfortable. But that venue, the vibe of that venue was excellent. The flow of the show was great. The stage was great. The collaboration between the city is always amazing. Anytime you see fire department, you see actual officials of the city, fire department, police department. When you see those synergy between these shows and the city,
the mayor.
Yep, the mayor was walking around, shaking hands, kissing babies. That was great. They had bathrooms, they had vendors, they had pretty much, and what we considered it, I call them the 2%ers were there. And if you aspire to be the elite, you want to be a 2%er. A lot of the vehicles that are in the top 2% of the culture were there. So shout out to them. Only nitpick I had was I hate numbers. I hate calling out numbers, and I wanted to be able to know who won. If you didn't walk around and see somebody with a key in their hand, you really just you didn't know.
Right.
That was my only feedback. I hate numbers. Call out names, call out clubs, so people can clap for who they like, and yada yada yada. And it's very clear. But yeah, that was it.
That's it.
So, Miss TJ, why are we here tonight? What brought about these women's with an S?
Man.
These women's. Who got these women's together for ladies first?
Well, I can't take credit for this. I cannot take credit for this.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it?
Candy, also known as Miss Chanel 300, came to me at the Roadrunners car show, the cookout, and said, I have an idea. I think that we should have women on your podcast. She went on to talk about some other ideas she had that we'll talk about a little bit later. In addition to, potentially doing a ladies car show. And I said, let's do it. Let's do it. Tonight's episode is our first installment of Ladies Night. So this is not a one and done. This is a first installment. These ladies are very specifically in leadership roles in their club. But as we go on in months to come, I want to cover every aspect of women in this culture. Not only car member women, but women with phenomenal cars, women who are pioneers. We've had some on in the past, women who own car shops, women who do detail work, women who do all kinds of things. So this is just the beginning. I am constantly talking about how women are really stepping up in this community. And I just want to show my appreciation to these women for who they are, what they do, and how they continue to lead, motivate, and inspire the community. So that's that.
And also, ladies, all you ladies out there listening and gonna watch in the future or later on, in the week or what have you, just because you weren't on this show, it does not mean we won't bring you on future shows. And
Absolutely.
when we say these women are leaders, we know there are more leaders out there. It's just that these were the first ones. So please don't get offended if you're not here or you feel like we overlooked you. That inbox is wide open. We're gonna do this either bi-weekly, bi-monthly, or whatever. We haven't decided yet, but it's going to be a continuing thing. So please don't get an attitude like, why they got her and not me.
Or if you know somebody that's doing their damn thing and they don't know about the show, tell a friend and tell a friend. So
again, you know what they're going to say. I ride with them. I watch the show every week, and they didn't pick me first. It's not like that. So please, y'all, don't take it personal because you're not on the very first one.
We can only fit 7 people on here, so let's just be clear. We can only put 7 boxes on the screen. We pick 7 people, and those are the first 7 people that we're going to bring up.
And one more thing too. Shout out to NASCAR Nitty and the pit crew. Shout out to Smoke and Secret Society. All of the big clubs that were there this weekend. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all showed up and showed out. I want to shout out everybody. So there you go.
So shout out to them. And before we get to these beautiful ladies, let's hear a word.
Are you and your friends or family looking to have a good time? Come experience Too Fresh Transportation. They offer multiple luxurious vehicles to choose from that are super clean and COVID sanitized. With all vehicles having a wide range of seating space, a custom bar with a hookah, and an Apple and Google TV, a PlayStation 5, a removable dance pole, and a custom stereo. So remember, next time you book a ride, book Too Fresh, because Too Fresh is above the rest.
Yes. So without further ado, got a lot of them. And we're going to introduce them one by one when they get on the screen. Standing 4'1", 3 foot. They're very short, all of them. Why are women so short?
Not all of them.
They're so short. Especially this one right here, that little Diva B one. Whoa.
She said she was taller than me.
I'm not short.
Miss Chanel, your mic is muted. Miss Chanel, your mic is muted.
I'm short.
Diva B said she was taller than me, but I welcome the challenge.
All right. What is that?
So everybody.
I thought that was a ruler. What the?
Oh my God. So many. So I'll start off with me. I'm the founder, president, VP, sergeant at arms, first man, secretary, and treasurer of Test Nation.
You do know that this is
man.
for women, right? You know this is for
You
women,
heard
right?
that.
You do know this is for women, right?
But I'm recruiting for my club too.
It's
Still,
for women, right? It's for women, right?
I'm recruiting for my club. I'm
for
recruiting for my
women,
club.
right?
I need women's in my club. Women's.
Women.
No,
I
you
need
run
women's.
it. You can't.
So
Okay, well, I didn't introduce.
starting with Miss Caramel in the top left corner, or on your screens might be the top right hand corner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Caramel about their life prayers. I drive a Betty Blue Charger, small black business owner, top-notch professional cleaning services, and I have a passion for driving muscle cars.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Miss Diva B.
Hey y'all, so I am Diva B, aka Adiva's Camaro, aka First Lady of Pit Crew, aka President of Official Pit Crew. And I
Okay.
drive a Camaro. I don't need to say that, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Miss Sun Envy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sun Envy, one of Atlanta's top nail tech, but I drive a what do I drive?
What don't you drive?
What is
It's
it?
probably better.
What is it? A Challenger. I drive a Challenger, a last call Challenger, and Genesis G80.
Gucci Gang.
The Genesis G80.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're both Gucci inspired.
And you are the co-founder
Of Elite Muscle Car Club.
Okay. Miss Chanel 300.
Hello, I'm Chanel 300. I drive the now purple Chrysler 300. I am a all-around makeup artist. I own 2 girls and a brush, as well as planning with Candy. And a fun fact is I'm an old pageant girl that transferred over to competing with my car instead of myself.
Okay, man. Okay. How many patches you won?
I own 11 national titles and 2 newcomer titles.
Okay.
That's what's happening. Congrats. We ain't even know. We ain't must know.
That's the whole point.
I knew.
That is the point. All right. The First Lady.
Hey, I'm the First Lady of Misfit Toys Atlanta. Skip has a big head. I just thought I'd let y'all know that. Let's see.
That's one. All right. You get that one.
I'm me. This is me all day, every day. I am pretty much the mother of the Misfit Toys of Atlanta Car Club. And I love what I do. And I love my people.
Okay. Miss Deadpool.
Yes, well, you already introduced me. So I'm Miss Deadpool. I'm the president of Elite Muscle. Let me see. I drive a 2013, Camaro. Deadpool, of course. That's where all that came from. And I guess a fact, I'm a 20-year active retired Army veteran.
Thank you for your service.
And last but not least, Miss Lady Icon.
I am Lady Icon. I am the secretary of Street Royalty ATL. I drive my little purple passion Acura TLX. I own. He's laughing. Why are you laughing?
No, I know. I'm laughing at the comments. I'm sorry. I apologize. They get me in the comments.
Oh.
That is. They get me in the comments. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
And I like the color purple. And fun fact about me, I'm just an all-around fun girl.
Okay.
That's right.
So, as said, this was Miss Chanel 300's idea. So I'm going to turn this over to her and let her start out with the questions tonight.
Cool. Again, I'm Chanel 300, First Lady to Street Royalty Atlanta. And I just had a few questions that I myself was wondering, and anybody here can answer, not in any particular order. But how did you guys become interested in the car club scene, or even your build? What inspired your builds?
All right.
Wanna
Don't
go
all
the
y'all
same
speak
way?
at once. Somebody just start talking.
Well, mine was I like the sound of cars. I like the start it up and lift up a little bit. I like the noise. I like the wheels. I like to go fast like Ricky Bobby, I guess.
Okay. Who else?
So I didn't know it exists until I want to say at Dreams one day, and Miss Pamel, she said, you could be in a car club. And I'm like, what is that? And she explained everything to me. And I only had a headliner and a set of rims at that point. And the way she hyped it up for me, it became addictive, and then it became a passion of mine. So I try to do something new every year. I try to bring something new every year. And I originally thought it was just about decals. Didn't know that you can put more into it as far as wrapping a full vehicle, as far as lights and builds and under your engine bay and things of that nature. So I've learned that over the 2 years that I have been here on the scene. But I'm inspired with my build, Chanel. I'm a really girly girl. I love the brand. At any point, if I have the extra, I'm always ready to purchase it. That's how I came up with my build.
Can we pause for a minute, because these comments are distracting.
I'm writing their names down.
This is about ladies. Can we please leave Skip's head alone?
I'm writing their names down.
That was good. That was real good.
Writing the names. Domer Simpson, bro.
These dudes are being haters, and they
I'm sorry.
accept the fact that women is dominating stuff, so they in their feelings.
Yes, they are. They are. So anyway, any other answers to that question?
For me, I enjoy going out in the community, looking at fast cars, with them hooked up with the 24 rims. I love that. So that would make me start wanting to get into driving cars. And me, I'm the OG, so I picked Betty Boo as so I'm just still rolling with her.
Okay.
I love Betty Boo.
I do too. That and Hello Kitty. Anybody else?
I got started. I actually went on a Tinder date, and the guy took me to a car show. And I'm telling you, it was like a kid in a candy store. So it was like, oh my God, look at the rims. They're so big. Look at the sound. I got in one of the, the trucks, and the bass was going and my wig was flying. I'm like, oh my God, this is like so fun. It was just so much fun. It was just everything. And I was just like to where it just became orgasmic. And then I ended up getting into a relationship. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, so I got into a relationship, and basically,
you didn't even have a Camaro at the time, right?
No, I didn't have a Camaro. So that's what
she literally went to a car show, didn't even have a build or a vehicle.
Anything, and I was excited about it. So, but I didn't know that I liked it like that. I just knew that it was like, I was like, oh my God, I like this. It's kind of like one of them things. But anyway, let's move on. So anyway, I ended up getting into a relationship. And so my guy
Just tell him
friend,
again.
huh?
You just gonna tell him again?
No, it's not the same guy. So we ended up getting in a relationship. He told me, you don't got a Camaro, so you can't come to the stuff. And so I was like, oh, I ain't got a Camaro. So I went and bought a Camaro, and then I became part of y'all's club.
There you go, boom, like that.
And that's how I started. I was like, now I got a Camaro, and now what?
We finna dissect.
So then he start working on my car. And then
we got to dissect some shit now. First off, you went to a car show on a Tinder date. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Bruh. She thought
it was awesome. I thought it was sweet.
I guess it was. You got hooked.
Yes. It was
Secondly, you had an orgasmic experience in a car show?
Yes. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know I like this much.
We can have orgasmic experiences looking at shoes.
I don't know. Ain't no woman I want to know. I just asked a question. You let me ask you a question.
Purses, shoes, cars, and we can go on and on here. All kinds of
man.
Yeah. So it's kind of like one of them things where you're like,
So all you dudes out there on Tinder, when you get you a girl, man, take her to a car show.
Or buy her car parts. Buy me car parts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
Okay, keeping it rolling. Keeping it rolling. I got one. Ladies.
They
All
didn't
right.
all answer that question.
Everybody didn't answer?
Get your ass up.
Everybody didn't answer?
They didn't all answer.
Let Miss Chanel finish asking her questions.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to ask a question, you can. I have several questions.
Go ahead, baby girl. Do your thing.
Okay.
Was everybody done answering that question?
Yeah, was everybody? Did everybody get their insight?
Yes.
How about you, Nails? What inspired your build?
I was trying to go through the orgasmic experience thinking about Gucci. That's what it was.
Well, just recently, my bills don't be about Sun Envy. When I first started, everything was Sun Envy nails, Sun Envy nails, Sun Envy nails. And then I was just like, okay, you wear the shirt Sun Envy, you do everything Sun Envy. Sometimes you just gotta, do something different. So that's how I started with the Gucci thing. But it still got Sun Envy on it.
I can feel that because me owning two brands, I feel like I'm actually promoting Chanel over my own two brands when I could actually be promoting my own brand. So I can understand that. I can understand the start. Yeah.
But the Chanel and the Gucci starts the conversation about the nails and the makeup.
It does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But there it is.
Diva B?
You're muted.
Okay, well, what started my build was so I'm a fan of Star Wars. And when I got into the car scene, it was something that was totally unexpected. And when I started going to car shows, they were like, you needed a theme. So I came up with Darth Vader. If anybody's familiar with Star Wars, he never took off his mask. You never knew who he was because I'm Diva B. So I'm looking at other cars and characters and how they're doing what they're doing. So I was like, to make it unique and different, like I'm going to turn Darth Vader into a chick. So I have never seen a female Darth Vader on the scene. So that was me being different. So everything on my car is personalized. And it comes from quotes from Star Wars. So like when you lift up my doors, instead of saying the force is strong, it says the flex is strong. A famous line, Darth Vader says, no, I am your father. Mine says, no, I'm a Diva's Camaro. So I just tried to make it unique and personalized to me. And that's how I came up with my build.
Love it.
Cool,
Love it. Lady Icon?
Well, my build is still in motion. I have some new things coming out. I don't want to speak on it yet. Chanel knows though. But I love the color purple, and I always wanted either, like I said, growing up in Miami, you always see like the hot purple, the fuchsia pinks, and I've always wanted a purple car. So I decided to just get my car wrapped in purple, and then I have some other things, what I really love, and I'm going to put it on the car.
Okay.
That's Mr. up top from the color purple. That's Mr.
M-I-S.
First Lady, did you answer?
As to which question? The first question?
How you got, I don't know.
Yes.
Or what inspired your build?
Okay. All right. Carry on, Michelle.
Oh, what inspired my build? Let's see. I went from a Hot Wheels truck because my wife is Hot Wheels. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Hey, baby. But I went from a Hot Wheels truck and I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So I went with Miss Pac-Man. I have a 2009 Jeep Patriot Sport and it has Miss Pac-Man all over it. Instead of regular Pac-Man, it is now Miss Pac-Man.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And it lights up the streets.
You should come get your nails done with the Pac-Man on it.
I definitely am. I planned on it. I'm going to talk to you later.
Okay, so how do you ladies feel about being in or competing in a predominantly male industry and or scene?
They don't scare me. I grew up with nothing but boy cousins, and they don't scare me. That make me want to go hard.
It was pretty.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I think women come out on the scene. I see a lot of badass women cars out there, and some of them look better than the guys' cars. So I think we're making some noise in the streets. So I think it's nice.
Well, for me, it was a little intimidating. In my first year out at Themes Cars, Skip was one of the judges that judged my car, and I didn't know anything about him. Had first time ever seeing him, and I wanted to explain to him my build on my car, but I was so intimidated by him being a male. I just couldn't get the words out, or couldn't explain the words about my car. So I waited until I went back and I looked at you guys' podcast, and then I started paying attention to what he would say that could help you win, as far as coming off of just decals and doing full wraps and things of that nature, or not keeping factory wheels and putting on actual rims and things of that nature. So then it started helping me build better and or feel more comfortable parking next to a male dominant car.
Absolutely. See, Skip, people do listen to
Hey. What can I say? No. But Chanel, I'm glad that you took the advice that I've been given the whole time, pretty much. But see, the thing is, a lot of people, like you said, are scared to ask, and they're scared to be told, hey, you missed a spot or you didn't do that. And that's one of my strengths when it comes to judging cars. So if somebody say, why did I lose? I'll tell you. And then if you ask me, what can I do better? I'll point out what I see. You see what I'm saying? And that's the only way you can get better. Because if you think it's all right, you'll never upgrade or do nothing. So thank you for listening to some of my advice anyway. Good job. Appreciate you.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all ain't got no questions? I got plenty of questions.
Well, I don't know. I try to, for me, I try not to look at other people's cars too much so I could stay unique within my creativity. And then I keep in my mind that I'm my competition. I don't look at other people as being my competition. And that way, it helps me better without, I get real stressed. I do not like the judging and all of that stuff. So a lot of times it's just a lot of pressure sometimes, trying to stay on top, trying to, what everybody's expecting, oh, you got a trophy. Oh, now you always have to stay, best in show or best female or something like that. And it's a lot of pressure to try to keep your car up. So me, I just try to stay here. I'm my competition, and I don't try to, I cheer for any one of you ladies that win. I'm happy it's like I win, because all of us, it's like we are the minority within this, the car world. So, I mean, to me, any woman that wins, I'm applauding. I don't care what it is. I'm, hands up. So,
I mean, 3-4 years ago, literally, it was a handful of women, literally, that was competing at a high level. Yeah.
Do you guys feel overlooked?
You just have to inspiring yourself when you out here in the car. We'll just keep inspiring yourself, and you'll just keep going at it, and then you'll be the best eventually.
Yeah, and that's why I decided to. I don't know, a lot of you guys see Sisterhood on Wheels. That's me behind the scenes. So, and I thought about just doing that so I can kind of like I go through and I just post everybody pictures, and because I don't see a lot of women being showcased. So I thought about it one day, and I was like, you know what? Let me just create a Instagram and just kind of go through and pull everybody pictures and kind of get the sisterhood movement going. So if you guys do see that, it's me.
Lady Icon, can you repeat that for people that didn't hear you?
I didn't know that either.
You're behind what?
I'm behind Sisterhood on Wheels.
The Instagram page.
So when we see that page, that you're the person behind it, so everybody knows.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a female behind it. Okay, all right.
It is.
Wow.
So do you guys often feel overlooked?
Yes, not me.
Okay. What is it? What is it that makes you feel that way, especially at this point in the game, Miss Chanel 300?
I feel because I have such a girly theme. A lot of the male judges don't really take to my theme. Although my build sometimes is really nice, or I have every component other than a trunk build to my car. But I just feel like because my theme itself is just so girly, and I bring so much of the girly with the Chanel that it's overlooked a lot of times.
Okay. And this is for you and every person, man, woman, or whoever that has a car. If you feel a judge, whoever it is, me or whoever, is not taking your car serious, when you see them judging it, go up to them and talk to them. There shouldn't be a car show judge on the planet that doesn't allow you to explain to them what they're looking at. You're going to be done something to your car. Like I tell Hulk, I know his car. But if he's done something new, hey, man, tell me something I might not see. And that'll give me the opportunity to see your creativity versus saying, oh, that's Chanel, and walk off. I get it. You spend your money. You want them to appreciate your car at least for the 2-3 minutes that they're judging it. So it's up to you to get that point across. Because if a judge says, hey, get away from me, that's not the car show you need to be at, in my opinion. And this ain't knocking nobody, no judge. That's why I ain't called no names. But as a judge, I ask you, hey, this your car? Come on, tell me about it. Now you won't see the paperwork, what I'm doing, but at least you're telling me all the things and the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that you put in it. And I have to consider that because, again, you're a woman. You don't go to all these shops and have all these outlets like the men do. So I get it. But that goes for all judges also.
I agree, Skip. I will say that when I was part of my first club as a prospect, Mr. You taught me that. How to, speak to the judge and, all of that. So I will say that you mentored me and a couple other people into how we're supposed to, highlight some of the things within our car that might be overlooked. So, and then Skip, you as well have taught me even more, and I love it when you critique my car because I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go harder. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change that, and I keep going with it.
I mean, I think it ain't like a woman man thing. I think a lot of people in general just don't ask, why am I not winning? A lot of people are either afraid or they don't care, to improve themselves. That's like you asking your boss, hey, what can I do to do my job better? How many times do you do that? People don't do it. They just go to work, go home, yada, yada, yada. But you don't really go out there and trying to seek the information like we should. So what she did back then was very rare. People don't do that.
Yep.
Right. And to equate it to what Mark just said about your job, if you don't do that at your job, you don't get a promotion. So look at it from the car show point of view. If you don't do it at a car show, you don't win the trophy. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, sometimes me included, we'll miss stuff that could have been that last little point that needed to let you beat the last person or the last place person or the top 20, whatever the case may be. So I invite, and I've always done this because I used to compete too. So I understand when you get overlooked or walk past because I've seen that car 1,000 times. So that's why I say all the time, if the judge don't let you talk to him, man, I would be like, hey, man, your judge ain't shit. I want my refund. I'm finna go. Win, lose, or draw, you still want to be acknowledged. That's why you paid your money.
Right.
And one thing I always shoot down when somebody says to me or in general, I ain't build this car for no trophies. So why in the fuck did you put it in the car show? If you didn't build it to win or to be noticed or to be the best, why did you put it in the car show? You could have left that motherfucker in your front yard in the driveway.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not about me. It's about y'all. Go ahead.
Miss Chanel, you got more questions? Because Mr. is itching.
So, in your roles, a lot of us we're in a role in the car club. How are you important in your role or your duties in the car club?
Me being the first lady, I feel like I am the go-to. I am whether you need a hug, whether you need a meal, whether you need to vent, whether your kids getting on your nerves, whether your significant other getting on your nerves, I'm the go-to. I'm the glue to it. I'm the Oh, you down? Let's have a family function. I'm the I'm the one that speaks out to the community. Well, I help speak out to the community. There's a few of us that do it in our club. I help put the shows together. I help with mingling with everybody and checking out everybody else's show. Because if y'all don't know, Misfit Toys of Atlanta goes to everybody's shows. We don't discriminate. We don't care nothing about who ain't got what and who doing what. We go to y'all shows and we just be ourselves.
Yeah,
so for me, huh?
Y'all have fun everywhere.
Exactly, because you're supposed to. Because you woke up that morning, so you're supposed to be happy and excited and do your thing. And for me, that's my peace. That's my happiness. That's my my crew good. Oh, people around me good. If you know me personally, family is everything to me. So for me, that's perfect.
Anyone else?
So I'm gonna
I
piggyback
only
off
have
of what she said, First Lady of Misfits. So basically I'm the glue that kind of holds us, keeps us together. I'm going to every show. I'm supporting everybody. Whenever anybody has a question, concern, I'm addressing it. If I don't know the answer, I'm gonna go figure it out for everybody. I'm making sure that I'm looking out and seeing, what's available for us to attend. We do a lot of stuff background. So even though a lot of the missionary and the community service is not advertised for us, we are doing stuff in the background that we don't necessarily publicize. So I'm orchestrating that. I'm putting that stuff together and making sure that, when we go to shows, we're unified. Everybody has the information that they need. And we look together and well kept. Y'all saw that the keys, right?
We did.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
did.
that part.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty
I'm
much
on
what
the
I'm
other
getting.
hand, I
Go right ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm on the other hand, I do all the paper. I'm the paperwork type of girl. I make sure that we're still bonded and legal across the board. Anything dealing with any documentation that we need, reaching out for permits or whatever. We're doing something. That's my job. I'm pretty much behind the scenes. I've been behind the scenes for the last couple of years. I just peeked my head out a little bit this year. But I like being the behind the scene type of person and just making sure that we're running smoothly and everything is legal on the back end. So when they go out and pop their shit with street royalty, we on point. So that's what I do.
Hey, shit. Okay.
She does way more than that, guys. But to split the responsibility with her, as the leading lady, first lady in street royalty, I am more of the family person. If someone has something going on, I'm usually the first one to their house. If someone needs anything, then sis will conduct whatever she has to do on the back end. I'm always the one that picks and or pulls out the different flyers for us to go to car shows. My brother Icon, who's the founder of Street Royalty, I'm like his right hand. I always, hey, bro, let's do this, bro, let's push this, bro, let's this. And so this year, I'm kind of stepping away from him to step into pushing Lady Icon. She has a very nice build that she's working on, and I hype the club. My journey is to hype the club. I want everybody to always feel comfortable. I want everybody to be able to talk to each other because our slogan is family first, car second. So we unite as a family first. So I like to keep that bond between all of us, and not have any drama. I'm always the first one to make sure that we carry ourselves in a public way. Make sure we have our back on. Make sure when we're in public, we're able to speak to people with our VPs, our president, our founders, and our secretary. We all split the job, so it's just not me that you'll see first. And we want you to feel comfortable enough to come up and ask us questions. And so I usually start the conversation with something funny so that they're comfortable enough or people are comfortable enough to come and speak with Street Royalty as a whole.
Okay.
Perfectly stated, sis. Perfectly stated.
Absolutely.
Miss Nails. Miss Nails. What's your role? What do you do with your club?
What do I do?
She does everybody's nails.
technically, but I'm the co-founder of the club, and 2013 Deadpool is the president. She handles the rest.
As the president, I try to focus on treating others the way I want to be treated. I try my best to be a functional leader and role model. I don't know how good I am at that, but and I try to keep authentic communication, because that's really important to me. And just like everybody said, their family, the elite family, all of it's important. I as well am kind of like the webmaster. So I created the website. I made sure all of our paperwork is digital. So everything is in forms. We don't have any files or anything. I did our bylaws be able to be signed, our new member form. Everything is all digital. So I am really, really big on technology and making things, future updated. And, I just want to say it's no way in the world, me as the president, the co-founder, the CEO, founder, all of us could do it without the other supporting people. And I just want to highlight, Nels as our co-founder. Lolo, she's our administrative officer. Maserati K, she is our PRO. And
all these women. You hear
Diamond
that,
Christie, yes, she's getting ready to have a role. She just doesn't know it yet. But I just want to say that all of these ladies are holding positions. So, and we appreciate our males in positions as well. So, but it's about us tonight. So that's why I'm naming them. So.
And what you just said is the reason we're going to continue to do this, either monthly or whatever. But this is not the last show of this type.
Miss Caramel, you're an OG. You're an OG in this. So tell us about your role and how you.
Miss Caramel got a whip. I know it. Ain't you got a whip?
No, I'm just the mother of the group. I do the planning and the scheduling of the group. Make sure we keep moving. Just doing the schedule and the planning. I let the VP, and all the other ones, take actions or what be done, and they'll come back to me, and it's either yay or nay with me, and I let them do the planning on the rest on their own.
Okay then. Okay.
I have to say that About That Life has one of the tightest organizations I've seen. And tight meaning you guys have been together. You've been together for a long time. You have a lot of members. It's cohesive, and I just want to commend you for that. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of things come, go, break, divide, reiterate into a million different things, but you guys tend to be the core of that group. So I just wanted to say to you today, in front of all of our peers, that we salute you for that. It takes a strong person to be able to hold that many people together for that long, and congratulations for that.
Yeah. Now,
what was that, Miss Deadpool? What you just put down?
It was from After Dark. I just noticed it was up there.
I saw it too.
Wait a minute, y'all tune in Wednesday night.
Y'all tune in Wednesday night.
This is Wednesday night. It's a Wednesday night question.
Look, Miss Temptation. Hold on, wait a minute. The kids is watching. Wait a minute.
That's why I moved it. You didn't see me.
Wait, the kids is watching. Wait, put that away.
But now, ladies, with all of the leadership roles you guys have, what are some of the obstacles that you guys have to navigate being in those roles when it comes to coming to car shows and being coexisting with other clubs? For example, you're the president, or you're the president of About That Life. When it comes time for a toy drive or a book bag drive, and you have to collaborate with other clubs, and the other person in your position is a male, how do you navigate that, or how do you prepare yourself to deal with a headstrong male? Any of y'all?
That's a good question.
I'm an alpha, so I don't have no.
I mean, no, I understand. No, I'm not saying you guys are sheep. I'm just saying that, like Chanel 300 said, when I judged her car the very first time, she was intimidated because I was a man and because she didn't know me. So in y'all's position, when you have to collaborate with other clubs and say it's me or whoever, well, that dude loud, he's funny, he always talking shit. I don't know how I'm gonna approach him. How do you guys navigate that to do that is what I'm asking.
Well, for me, I'm loud, I'm funny, and I talk shit too, so I fit right in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
I
agree.
just needed
Like,
the icon.
I love it. I'm here for a good challenge, and like I vibe with the dudes. Like I'm gonna challenge you, like I'm a whole dude. I'm gonna tell you,
Exactly.
I'm a thug
Exactly.
at heart. Let's go. I'm not intimidated. I'm gonna embrace it, but just teach me. Like, let's go.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm
That's
learning
a
to
good
open
point you
up
said.
questions with the males about their builds, and or Luke helps me with a lot of questions. If I have questions, I always call Luke. But I'm let me say I'm not intimidated. I was intimidated to you, Skip, because of your leadership in the community. But I have males that come to me and congratulate me on my build or see my growth and or converse with me. Now I like I said, I'm a pageant girl. Don't ask me anything about an alternator or a battery. It's not gonna happen. But if you're asking me things about how do you hot glue something or how do you put stones on something, that's me. I love to create, but I can't tell you anything like Miss Deadpool. She has all the components covered under her, but she also has that what's called y'all the old cold intake something. She also has that. So my thing be, should I get that? Should I ask him, do I need that? And or when I go to Icon, he'll say, no, sis, you're doing too much. Sis, slow down. One thing at a time. Let's try and do this. What do you think about this? So the males that are in our club, we more so as women inspire them than them inspiring us because we're the constant push behind the scenes.
Okay then.
Chanel, and I just want to say something too. Not just Skip or the judges. When the people come around and they look at the car, I always ask them to give me honest feedback. What do you think I could do different? So I even ask them. So like it's like the crowd is giving you a critique as well. Like, hey, I love Deadpool, and I would love to see this with your car. And I go and I try to see if I can implement that into my car to see if it'll work. So, I take the, criticism, advice, or whatever from, like almost anybody. Like even at Bled Show, I think I asked him, hey, what could I do different? Because I look at his build, it's flawless. Like how can I get my car there? What do I need to do? And he was like, well, anyway, but yeah, so that's what I do. So
Okay. Good feedback. Thank you.
And you already said Luke, so that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. I think I've all of you guys, and this is not a drama question, so listen to how I'm asking it. Most of you guys came from other clubs to create the clubs you are or to join the clubs you're in. How was that transition? And we're not talking about why you left or nothing like that. How was that transition from being a member of a club being now a leader of a club?
So I transitioned from BTL. I pretty much took the knowledge that Miss Camille and Nighthawk gave me about, as far as being out, cautious and choosing of what car shows that I wanted to present at, keeping my build clean, presenting myself just as the individual itself. I took it and I used it as a force in street royalty and to show them that I can do this. I can be first lady. I can speak out in public. I can be a voice for us. And I appreciate Nighthawk and Miss Camille being the first, and or nails, because several appointments that I set and got my nails done, she would talk to me about the vehicle and things that I could change and things that I could do better. So from those three critiques, I took it and I made it my own. And then when I presented, because my club didn't ask me to be first lady, I asked them.
Oh.
So can we clarify this? Can we clarify this first lady thing? So I guess you guys have, changed the term of first lady.
So let's talk about traditionally what a first lady used to be.
Yes. Right. Everybody knows, right? So usually, traditionally, 15 years ago, the first lady was the partner or the wife of the president, just like the United States of America. But now, or it could have been the first woman inducted into a male-dominated club, which 95% of the people in the clubs back in the day were men. Or if they had a woman in the club, it was the mate of a man that was in the club. But it wasn't, they didn't recognize those people as members. And we've had experience of that ourselves, so like now it's people just taking on the first lady role, but does that change the definition of the actual role?
Well, I'm the mate of the role of the car club of the president. But I'm also a member. I also have my own ride. I also go to shows. I also win my own awards. I mean, it's nothing that can stop us just because we're just the mate of the president.
Right, but what he was asking was the definition now. What's the definition now? Not how do you guys perceive the role first lady? How is it? How do you come about being the first lady? Can anybody be it, or is it an electable position? Does it change hands yearly? You know what I'm saying?
For Misfit Toys of Atlanta, there's only one first lady.
The first lady.
The first lady.
And that's the same thing for royalty. I wouldn't want to elect into any other position. I'm very comfortable in being the first lady.
Exactly.
Although I'm not the wife of, but I set the standard pretty high for our women in the club to keep with their builds, to show them that it can be done, that we as women can pull together and have nice builds. And I'm the voice on a lot of things when it comes to us ladies in the club. I don't sugarcoat much.
That's
and
right.
Diva, you were literally the first lady in Pit Crew, correct?
I am.
Are you still the only? Are you the only?
So I do want to clarify.
I love her.
So the thing is, we do have other female members. They're like honorary members, like Venom. His wife is a part of Pit Crew. Cryptic, his wife is a part of Pit Crew. We have another female, but I became the official first female member. So we do have females there. If y'all were a part of Keys to the City, you notice we did have females there. Nitty's wife, our founder, his wife is there too. So I'm just the actual member, whereas they're still affiliated with us. So I'm not the only female, but collectively, we work together and build what we have with Pit Crew.
Okay.
But our mates are okay. A better question: are mates members, or should they be members?
Some are and some aren't.
So our mates are members as long as they have vehicles. So like
Mhm.
Cryptic, his wife is Obsidian. She has a vehicle. She has a Shaker. She has a Challenger. Venom's wife, she has a Jeep. So yes. Nitty's wife has her truck was at Keys to the City. So yes, they have vehicles. It's not that we're just making them members, is that they have vehicles, they're building, they're working. So it's not we're just putting them out there. They're a part of our culture and what we're building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're in the club as a male and your wife is in the club with Elite, and you don't have a vehicle, you're still a supporting member.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a couple of guys and their significant others are in the club. Well, they're not members, but they do affiliate with us. They go out with us. We have family time. They're there, so like Chanel said, we're just a family. So yeah, the spouses are welcome.
Same with Misfit Toys of Atlanta. We rock hard with all our members and their wives and their kids. That's how it goes.
And then sometimes our mates work just as hard as we do. So why not allow them to be a part of? I know for my wife, I'm never at the car show wiping down tires and so forth. That's what she does. When it comes to getting my shirts and things made, that's what she does. So I'm not going to exclude her because she's actually the face of my vehicle. She makes all of it possible. I may put a little coin in, but for the most part, my wife is going to wipe down my vehicle. She's going to vacuum my car. She's going to make sure that it's clean and show ready. So I'm never going to exclude her. She's not a supporting member. She has a vest just like I have. She's a part of it. She just is not on the board.
Somebody put in the chat, we need a first man.
And even just piggybacking on what Chanel said, so we always want to make sure that our family, however, whether it's like our significant others or like our kids are a part of stuff. So we established a whole car club for the kids of just their Power Wheels
I love
because
that.
they want to be a part of stuff. So they are Pit Crew Kids ATL because they're like, we love what y'all are doing and we want to be a part of it. So we literally brought the Power Wheels out and the bikes and the ATVs, the keys, because the kids want to be a part of it. So make sure y'all follow them on Instagram.
That is
So,
nice. I thought that was
Yeah.
very cute. I like that.
I do too.
For the ones that are first ladies, like for someone that's want to be a first lady, what is the role as a first lady? What do you guys do as ladies?
Can you repeat that?
For the ones that want to know what a first lady is, when you in that position, what is your role that you do as a first lady? When some of you and you tell them that you the first lady, what do they expect your role to do?
Well, when I introduce myself as first lady, again, I'm usually the smile of the club. I'm usually the one that'll tell you what we do, how we conduct ourselves, and then I'll go and move you over to our founder. Now, we do have a prospect manager, so she's usually really the very first person that is met, and then once they cross over from the prospect, then they start meeting all of us, the VPs and everything. But as far as my role, I'm going to make sure I know what you got going on. If you need anything, as Misfit said, if it's only just a hug, I'm in the group chat constantly making everybody laugh. I want everybody to experience a great day, even on a bad day. So again, my role is upfront. It's not, I'm not a shy or, oh, I'm just carrying the first lady. No, I work for my role. So if I got to get out here and go to car shows and wipe a window and, hey, how you doing? And I'm sorry, knock on the window. Hey, how you doing? Just to let you know that we do have a first lady and I am here by all means necessary for anything and in any role, then that's what I do for Street Royalty.
Yeah, I guess we're trying to paint a picture so people can see the evolution of the culture. And, the first lady thing, obviously that's something. Also, it used to be a thing when the culture was top heavy with men versus women. It was, I don't know if it was for y'all and y'all experience. Some of y'all been around a while, but it was women to the back. Raise your hand if you heard that.
Yeah, we don't play that no more.
We out of that age.
It's not like that anymore?
No. It's never been that for me.
It's never been that way for you.
That's one thing. That's one thing Icon is pushing this year. Women to the front. We're trying to get all the ladies. Sis Chanel's been on my ass. You going to shows. You're going to get that car together. So that's our motto for this year is women to the front, and that's what he's been pushing this year. Hence why we're having this podcast. Because women, we do it all. We're behind the scenes. We're handling the business. Now we're stepping our head outside, and now we have like nice cars. So why not go ahead and we can actually run this by ourselves. We really don't need y'all men, to be honest. We got this.
Was that a change that y'all?
I need it.
So hold on. Was that a change that you women helped navigate and implement, or was that something that just naturally happened over time?
No, women run shit. Let's just be real.
Right.
Our first experience with a car club with Camaro Nation, Vanessa run shit. Shout out to Vanessa. Vanessa run shit. Let's just be real. Am I lying?
Yep. She ran.
Hey, that's facts. And that's just coming from, I came from there. But she instilled a lot of stuff that I have in me, and she dominated stuff. She ran stuff she didn't play. So she set the tone how I set the tone, even with Pit Crew. I'm about my business. I mean what I say. When I say what I say, I need y'all to fall in line and do what I say. If you ain't with it, bye.
And
so
at the end of the day,
definitely set that tone.
At the end of the day, everything that men do, if there is a woman involved, it amplifies, it elevates. Think about it. Think about it. all of y'all who are in clubs with men, once you became involved, didn't things go smoother? Didn't it run better?
Absolutely.
I agree.
Didn't you guys look at details a little bit specifically? You know, women, this is what we do. So it's important for me on this panel to make sure that that's heard loud and clear.
Okay. Now that y'all said all that, all that we can do this shit by ourselves. Shit, y'all throw that shit in the garbage can. Now, I don't think a man has said that we didn't need a woman, that a woman didn't improve our status or our standing. So to come on here now and say, now that you got your toes on the ground, we don't need no man. Yes, the fuck you do.
So
no, I'm just yes, you
we
do
need the
man. You don't need no man. Yes, you do.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I ain't say you
we do need
I'm talking about that lady right now.
That was me. That was me.
The one below you, huh?
I know,
But
how would I change a light bulb without a man?
I mean, we do need the men, and what we do is we make their lives easier so they can go out and, you know, like for me anyway, I handle all the business, you know, so that takes the load off of our founder so he can go out and, you know, we got some young guys in the club, so he can go out and kind of like coach and develop and mold them. So all the business side of it, I handle those.
Okay.
So, you know, just kind of, it's just like working. It's just like on a job. I manage employees, so it's like I do all the paperwork. You know, keep them in line. So when they're out front doing their job, they're a representation of my hard work on the back end. So that's all it's about.
Understandable, but I'm just going off what you said, Miss Lady.
I did say that. I did.
I know it. That's why I had to check your ass, player. I had to check your ass. But anyway, back to the women. I just had to, you know, like, look at the comments. Wait a minute. Hold on now. You ain't see all them comments?
I got it.
Okay. All right.
I can't see the comments.
However, Skeet said the men put the cars together. There's not an assembly line in this country that has only men working on it.
Exactly.
Get him.
No.
That's right, Skeet.
There isn't.
Watch them. That's what you do. You just make sure you put that soap on them, Bill.
But what I do know about all the women here is that they have a specific attention to detail. When you think about just what they've done with their builds and what they do to their partners' builds, they've amplified these builds, you know? So that's my point of reference. And I'll get off my
Lady Icon. That's all. I'm not, y'all know I love y'all. All y'all.
And we love you too. With your big ass head.
Hey, look, lady, that's two. Don't change the narrative of the show now. You better leave me alone.
So moving on. So let's say Athena snap, and tomorrow the culture that's predominantly ran by men now ran by you ladies. On day one, what would be an immediate change that you guys would implement to the culture overall? I change it. Y'all in control. You've been griping about this thing since you've entered this culture as a woman. Now you have the opportunity to change it. Go.
More women judges.
Ooh. Hold on for anybody else answer. Hold on, stop.
But hold on, I also want to acknowledge
no, Miss Diva, hold on one second, Miss Diva. Hold on one second. You say more women judges. Miss Chanel, you know how long I've been trying to teach people how to judge?
I don't.
There's only one woman that stepped up.
Well, I'm here.
No, listen. I'm not being funny when I say this. I've been offering this for free for years now. Hey, if you want to learn, come on, walk with me at a show. I'll show you what I'm doing, and I'll stick that judge sheet in your hand, let you judge the car, and then show you what you did wrong so you'll get it. One woman stepped up.
Put a course together. I sign up.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Not a problem. Now, I want this message to go out to all the women. Come on. I don't mind teaching and showing because I'm not going to do it forever. People don't want me to do it. They want new faces. Miss TJ over there, she can do it by herself now. She's done it. And people are going to gripe and complain. She's learned now how to accept it, how to explain it away. And if they don't want to hear it, keep it moving. You're going to have to develop a thicker skin to be a judge. But when you say more women judges, that's only the women that say that it's their fault. Not you in particular, but they have the opportunity.
let's break this down though. Why? You said more women judges. Why? You think the men are not choosing you? You think why? Why is it
No. I think that our brain powers are totally different. What you look for, we may not be looking for that same thing. So you may overlook something that we could see and you didn't see. Because women are more detailed. Not saying that you guys don't have it all together, but I'm saying
you made a good point.
we pay attention to certain things. We're looking for certain things. We see and we pay attention to the start to the finish as well. What I mean by that is some of us are growing, so we can see where some of us started and we can see where some of us are going.
No, I get exactly what
they have their own. Okay, well they have this, they have that. That's not what I consider what I'm just out looking for.
No. I think what you said earlier was exactly what you're talking about. When you said you're a girly girl and you kind of themed your car around that, and a man wouldn't really recognize that. And I totally fucking agree. I don't think Skip would appreciate the value in your car and specifically Nail's build as much as Tia would. He knows nothing about Gucci. He knows nothing about the history of Gucci.
Stop.
Can I finish?
No, you can't, because you're telling a lie. Stop.
I'm not lying.
Listen to me. No,
you want to do this?
This is what I do.
You know about the history of Gucci?
Hold on, Mark. When I taught Miss TJ how to judge a car,
if I can finish my point, if I can finish my point,
I'll appreciate it more because I don't know Gucci.
That is not what I said. Is
that
what I said, ladies?
That's exactly
what did I say?
No.
What did I say, ladies?
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna stop talking because you can't tell me about judging. Period.
Well, I don't know. I agree we should have more women for diversity, but I feel like the judging should be equal, whether it's a male or a female. You know,
that's not the point I was making.
Yeah.
With Nail's car, even Tia explained it to me. I was looking at the Gucci and I made a comment about it, and she broke it down. Right, Miss TJ?
Mm-hmm.
What did you break down about that Gucci?
I don't remember. We've had a million conversations about
it was about the type of print of Gucci that was.
Oh, okay. What I said was the detail. If you know what a Gucci bag looks like, especially the specific print that she has on her car, you know that the little dots that you can see are part of the vinyl. So the car is so super detailed that it looks like a real handbag. You know, the Ed Hardy print that she has looks like the Ed Hardy print. It is identical, but you wouldn't know that if you didn't know that typical
Gucci bag.
Right. I knew what I was looking at when I saw it immediately.
Right. So she understands the true value in that aesthetic of that build. And you're building a girly girl with a Chanel car. A man might not exactly get some of the things that you add to that element of the build. That's the point I was trying to make before he skipped.
Did you guys see the hood? The hood is so detailed. It has the perfume, the shoes. It's like it's on the hood. It's so dope.
Right. The
pearls.
Yep. Saw it.
Okay, so back to the question. What else would you change since everybody got in the bench about judging?
I would like to see more women car shows, like just all women judges, women, you know, that's a vision that I have, women judges, women, you know, hosting, just the men come and support, but just like an all girly girl car show. It's a lot of nice cars. Like when I go and I look on Instagram and I, you know, share these women pictures, I'm like, whoa, there's some nice cars.
But they have women car shows, but then when they have the women car show, they include the men in the car show too.
Yeah, it should be all women. Yeah.
And you could only enter if you're a woman.
Yeah, but you can't tell when they have a woman driving in the male's vehicle. So you don't know if you're getting an all-female car or if you're getting a male's car.
That's true.
Okay. So what do you guys have?
Personally, I want to see more of women working on cars. So special shout out to Liz at RSL because she definitely is not really represented the way that she should be. And if many of you don't know, she is a big face behind RSL and the designs and a lot of the Trump bills that go on at RSL. So I would love to see more of the females just building and creating some of the things we have going on. So big shout out to Liz at RSL.
So there's a lot of women. There are a lot of women who do a lot of things. I think that we just need to highlight them a little bit more. I'm trying to
That's
get,
what we're here for.
Crush Customs on. There's Pinky at Under Wraps. There's Candy Wraps.
Pretty Girl Customs.
Pretty Girl Customs. There's another interior. She does seat interior work. I can't think of her name right now. On the South Side, there are a lot of women. There's Lynn over at Hot Atlanta. There are a lot of women. So
it's Hot Wheels at Hot Wheels Custom Decals.
Hot Wheels at Hot Wheels Custom Decal. There are a lot of women. It's just important for us to recognize who they are and really support those businesses. So,
but what's that thing that the men have
and Didi.
We've got wrong. We've got it wrong for years. Men have been messing this up, and now the women have the reins. Now you're going to do it right. What is it?
Well, wait a minute. I want to answer the question. With the one thing I want to change with the car shows, I want to answer that. Can we have shorter car shows, no longer than 6 hours? Can we have actual bathrooms? Because I like to drink water, and especially in the heat. So that means I got to pee, and I do not want to get a tick on my leg or anywhere else because I'm at a barbecue and I got to go pee in the bushes and have somebody make sure ain't nobody looking. But anyway, porta potty is really nice. Or bathrooms.
All that.
I don't think that's a man's fault, but go. I'll accept it.
It is.
Or have car shows at places that have actual bathrooms instead of porta potty.
Men don't think about us.
Or get a porta potty that's big enough with a sink in the porta potty. Y'all make enough of these car shows.
Absolutely.
Another question on my list, and I've been trying to hold my questions and let y'all go. But for the women that have been brought into the culture by a man versus the women that have been brought in the culture by a woman, do we think the introduction was better being it a woman versus a man?
I think for the most part, it was better for me to learn from that man, to know what not to do, to know which route to take, to know how to interact with your crew, to know where to go and not stick to one specific area. We were taught the fundamentals of it's about a car show. It's about interacting with different car clubs. It's not just these people in a circle. And for me, I don't know about everybody else, but as for me, with Misfit Toys of Atlanta, that's why I say we coexist with everybody. It's no one this and one that, and I'm not doing this, because it's like a testosterone thing. And for us, it's not like that. It's not like that. If we interact with y'all, we going.
Okay.
Anybody else? That's a good point.
I'll say for me, I'm very grateful for my mentor and the person that brought me in. He's a man, very talented. He's not the person that initially brought me into the car scene, but he is the person that helped build me and add value to what I was trying to accomplish. So NASCAR Nitty, shout out to him. He brought me in and he appointed me my position. So he instilled a lot of things and he's helping build my brand. So I don't knock him for being a man. I just let him know that at the end of the day, I'm always right. He's not right. And he think he know everything, but he really don't. But I love it because he's receptive to it. He knows that men don't know everything. Now he's talented. I don't take away from that, but again, just give him his kudos, his flowers while he's here. As a man. Yeah.
What's up?
And I want to piggyback off that too. Like I said, I came in when Icon was thinking about doing the club, and he talked to me about it, and I was like, I just went head on. I went to researching clubs and the different hierarchies in the clubs. I went to researching how to get branded, how to be legal, what to do, and I was just like behind the scenes. But he's also been pushing me as well to like, you're gonna get your car together. I'm pushing women to the front this year. Candy's been pushing me, get your car together. We coming up front. He pulled up, we both ended up having purple cars. We got a couple of purple cars in the club. He thought about the purple pack. He reached out to Candy about it. And now we have, the purple pack and stuff like that. So I want to piggyback off Diva and say, I want to give him his flowers too while he's here, because he's done a great job and he's literally building a monster. So y'all watch out.
That's what's up.
So
one more.
For me, I don't think that it's enduring with male or female. Although, like I said, Miss Camille brought me in. She's a vet. She knew everything. She made it exciting for me. But I think it's more so on the passion of the person that is bringing you in, and it's not just for the number. Because sometimes some clubs just want the numbers. They don't want the actual competitor, or to teach you how to build or to show you how to build. So I think it's off of the passion. And I was lucky enough to meet a group of people or a family that is very passionate about their build and forming a decent line and things of that nature. So I think a lot of it is based off of the passion of the person that really wants to give you the knowledge.
Right. Right.
Miss Caramel had she had something to say. Miss Caramel,
my mentor was a man with yes, it
Speak up a little bit,
Nighthawk.
Miss Caramel.
So he taught me how to navigate the city, how to go out and talk and communicate with people and learn new people. So my mentor was Nighthawk. And it was a man.
But you could also tap his hand if he got out of line with you, huh?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Absolutely.
All right, so take it pre-leadership. This question is pre-leadership, right? Because everybody says, if that was me, I would have did this, and this. If I was the president, if I was the founder, I would have did this. Or if I was a road captain, sergeant at arms, first lady, blah blah blah, I would do this. So now you're in the position. Have you had that moment where you was like, I kind of see what they were saying. It's not as easy as it was made out to be, but now I'm in it. Have you had that moment as a woman?
I started off as an SAA from my previous car club. Being an SAA, for me, I was the everything, from the president to the vice president to the treasurer to the SAA to the why you ain't at a show to the everything.
You like me?
Yeah, you everything. Yeah.
Cool.
So I came from doing that to now as the first lady. I got to kind of step back from the SAA role. I can't come at them the same way that I could as a SAA. I mean, I do to certain people in my crew because we family and we can talk like that. But outside of that, I can't go at them the same way that I did as an SAA.
Right. What is an SAA?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
It's a sergeant at arms. It is the person that keeps the club afloat. You ain't paid your dues, we got a conversation. You ain't showing up to shows, we got a conversation. You showing up to shows with your car dirty, we got a conversation. A lot of us use different ways of communication, whether it's group chats, group text, group whatever. If I see you ain't doing nothing, or you don't talk, or you don't this, or you don't that, then I was making phone calls. I liked my position. I did. But when I realized I was doing a little more than the president or the vice president, and that's not to shit on anybody, because people are people.
Just being honest.
Still love a few of them. But for that being said, it's one of those I learned from there what I'm not finna do here or what I'm not finna let happen here. But as now the first lady, I kind of step back and let our owner say, hey, take care of it. White Ghost, do your thing. But that's what I do.
That's a good answer.
For me, I get challenged sometimes. Yes, I do. But not just from males, females too, within the club. Now, when it comes to car culture, I might bend. But when it comes to the business standpoint, I don't be listening to them. I'll be like, nah, we ain't doing it that way. Because I'm a big, person when it comes to business. I am like, dress right, dress. It has to be by the book. Everything's going to be legal and fair. So no, business-wise, when it comes to, managing the club and everything, nah, no
Right.
bend. Car culture, I'm still learning. So I'm open to learning anything from any of the members that have,
Right.
because they've been doing it longer, like Hawk, like everybody was saying, he's my mentor because it was a point where I went through 2 car clubs that, basically it just was not a good experience. And I was going to give up. And he talked to me and said, hey, we're going to do something and we're going to make it different. And, I've trusted that in him. And so far, that's what it's been, different. And I like that.
It's just like doing car shows. It's like everybody can critique or they can talk about how shows run or yada, 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 yada. And then when they try to throw the show, they kind of see on the back end, oh, well, this is what I had to do. I had to do with this. I had to do with this. Same thing with leadership. Get into these roles and you're like, the shit ain't as easy as it looks, And it's a lot of work, right? Is it not? And then you gotta
you're dealing with personalities. You're dealing with 20 different personalities. Right. And not one is the same, so you gotta know how to cultivate and kind of work with that.
Let me ask you this: so out of everybody here, who has a mate in the same club? Just the one. So all 3 of you. Okay. So would you say it's better to have a mate in the club or to not have a mate at all, or a mate in a different club? What do you think?
For me,
I mean, for me, I be, behind the scenes, pillow talking. I be giving my 2 cents, but I play my position right when it's, he's the founder. He does what he has to do, but I chew his head off at night. Like, I don't think that should have went. I have my 2 cents in the background. But I do respect my position, and I let him take lead and do what he has to do. But I do have lots of opinions in the background. Yes.
So Deadpool, you think if you were the president and your mate was the VP or just a member, you think your journey would have been different?
No, I think we could coexist. So I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know. I don't bring no guys to these shows anyway, because unless I'm serious, and I ain't brought nobody. But anyway, no, I think I could coexist with a partner within the car world. So I have before, so it wouldn't be a problem. However, the roles were reversed. It was kind of like how Lady Icon, I was his ear, and I'd be like, hey, you did that wrong, or why'd you do this? Why'd you go about it like that? Like, no, fix this, So I would be that person. And I believe, I don't care, any man in charge, there's a stronger woman right behind them telling them, hey, critiquing him, saying,
I think that's
hey.
the point. Yeah.
Yep.
Because we always throw that out for men. Behind every strong man, there's a strong woman. We never fucking say that for women.
Yeah, vice versa. So
I have a question.
Or a strong mate, period.
I was just about to say, so what is
I'm sorry.
Behind every woman?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
It is true.
Yeah.
A strong partner.
Gender neutral. I gotcha.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yes. So, but yes, a strong mate. Yes.
Yes, because my wife, I get on her nerves.
Exactly.
When it comes to getting ready for these shows, or every weekend we're going to the car show instead of getting the grandbaby, she's frustrated with me. And that Friday it starts. As soon as she get out of work, let's go to the car wash. So I plan her weekend for her off of what I want to do. So she doesn't get much time to say, well, I was going to go and watch the basketball game. No, you weren't. We was going to the car show.
We was going to the car show.
She loses all the way around, because then once she get there, she still got to work because you got to wipe off my car. So I think that I have a strong woman behind me. I'm just like she has a strong, so it's vice versa. There's no bigger, no on top, no below. We're right by side. And a lot of times to keep a disagreement and an argument down, she just goes with what I say.
Yes, they do. They do. It makes it easier.
Yep.
I'm out of question. That's good.
So I'm
So
agree
I
with
have
what
some
Lola
things.
said. Having a partner in the club works when both
Simple.
understand the car club. So for us, like we're different because we are very family oriented. So we do have the wives, the significant others that are a part of what we're doing and what we're building. So that is like that's downtime for us. So for the people that like for me, I bring my kids. So we all are doing stuff together collectively as a family. So that's bonding time for us. It's team
Right.
building and it's
Yes.
building relationships and strengthening what we're trying to build. So it's great time for us and also just to expose to other people like, hey, you can
Yes.
do it and still enjoy what you love doing as far as the car culture is concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a great thing when both of you guys like the same thing.
Mhm.
Because if you like cars and I want to plant flowers, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because I'm gonna want you to go to this car show with me, but you gotta
If you have a
flowers
strong relationship.
Look, you better plant some flowers at this car
at
show.
this
You
car.
better
Look,
make a mark.
you better say
Look,
it,
you,
Diva
you
B.
better find a way to make it work.
You better
So,
say it.
Miss Chanel, you have some other things?
Yes. So again, the reason for us having this first podcast is for women empowerment. Myself and Miss Tia came up with some things that we would like to introduce to not only the women on this podcast as far as the us hosting, but we would like to at least me personally, I would like to find out all the first ladies that are on the scene. If
Right.
you are, please drop it in the chat. If you ever see me or on Instagram, just drop me because I think that we need more of us to the front. But we're looking at doing once a month a ladies' date. Whether it's a brunch, whether it's a spa date, rather it's us going to a car show as women pulling all in together, things like that. We also want to get together and have like a group chat for the women so that everybody can express their ideas. If you hear of something going on for women empowerment, we can all be involved. As well as the purple pack. The purple pack is not confined to street royalty. It's not under the label of street royalty. It's actually a side up front for the women. So if anybody has any
She
purple
said no
detail or
refills.
any piece of purple, we're more than happy to have you ride with us, do things with us, even eat pizza. And then from my understanding, my sister is wanting to do a Mother's Day or a Women's Day car show next year. So we're asking for all the women in your empowered positions to come forth and or give ideas, help sponsor and or give ideas for trophies and or venues and vendors and things of that nature. And to kick all of it off, we want to set a date to do a ladies' dinner night. So if everybody's agreeable to that, then me and Miss Tia try and get together and get that together. But it doesn't, like I said, just confine to the women on this podcast in this moment. Anybody in the group chat, anybody that is about women empowerment, we're asking all of you to step forward.
Well, let's dress
And
up. Let's dress up.
Yes.
and if you have a business, if you're a woman that has
Mhm.
a business, we would like to support all of these business. I don't know if you guys ever have seen cash mobs, but in the sorority, they do cash mobs. So if there's a woman that has a business, everybody will go to that person's business and spend money that day. So I would like to start to do things like that within this community, even if it's car parts or there are women on the scene that we can all go and support at one given time. So these are just some of the ideas we've been kicking around. As Miss Chanel said, you can inbox her, you can inbox me. If you see either one of us on the scene somewhere, pull us to the side. Let us know your ideas. This is the first Ladies First show. It is not the last. We will be doing this probably monthly. And it's gonna, eventually turn into an ongoing thing. This is a celebration. I've been saying that all podcasts. This is a celebration, and we want to continue to celebrate the women in the car culture. So
y'all deserve it.
I love it. I love it.
Ladies, Miss TJ has been working with me all week to get you guys something special. This will be something that will be given to all the ladies on the show tonight and in the future.
Hey, Rose.
Just wait. I'm going to show you.
what kind of rose?
That's y'all three only got it. So
you guys can't see it. Why they put the okay?
Wrong person.
I can't see it, so I'm gonna read it to you.
Right.
Oh, that's cute.
What it says is Atlanta Carcast across the top. Ladies First Award. We salute this next generation of women for leading, inspiring, and motivating the culture. You guys can't see the writing that well, or can you?
Yeah, we can
see it a bit.
But each one of you ladies will get one of these here in the very near future. That's why I've been going off camera and coming back. I've been trying to get it right, get the printing right on the glass.
I thought you had to pee.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Tia.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you guys. We appreciate you. We don't take you for granted. We see what you're doing. We see how y'all are coming. It's only going to get bigger and better. And I want all the women who are out here who can hear me to inbox us. Let us follow you. If we're not following you, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have ideas for next month, which women should be on the show, let us know. I don't know everybody. I'm not new to the car scene, but I've been a partner spouse to someone on the car scene, and I've been sitting in the car for 10 years. So I finally got out the car.
That's right.
I literally used to sit in the car like for 10 years. I sat in the car. And I'd like to meet you all, and let's just do something, y'all. We can have car shows, meetups, all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
And we
also
want to do the picnic as well, the woman's picnic sometime before the summer is over. It's not just excluded to the women. This is for the women and the men, but it will be produced by us women.
Yes.
And also too, if you can hit Sisterhood on Wheels, I don't know everyone. If you want your car to be showcased on that Instagram page, just go ahead and hit our inbox, and we'll make sure we showcase your car.
Absolutely. So do you guys have any final words? How can people find you? What club you're with? Your club's Instagram? If you're accepting new members? Anything you have upcoming? Give us all that.
Okay,
well, we have our show coming. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm Miss Chanel 300. Instagram is Chanel_300. Facebook is Candy Quality Dickerson. And we do have Street Royalties' first annual car show, July the 1st. So we look forward to seeing everyone coming out. Please, please, please come out. I myself will be giving away a specialty award to a special first lady who does have a build and or car on the property. So yeah, that's another reason why I want to know who are our first ladies in this community. Thank you.
Shout out.
Well, I'm the first lady of Misfit Toys of Atlanta. We are always open to new members. We are always looking for new members. We are always entertaining everybody. My Instagram is _first_lady of MTA.
Now hold on. Now is Misfit Toys female only?
No, Misfit Toys is females and males.
Okay, making sure.
Their Instagram is Misfit Toys of Atlanta.
What are y'all thoughts on that though? Hey, all female clubs. Like we had No Boys Allowed. There was a Camaro club. I forget the name. You remember that Camaro club that was all female?
I think it was either Camaro Queens or Camaro Sisters or something to that effect.
Yeah, it's been a few of them, and I don't think there's currently any of them that are active. So what are y'all thoughts on just all female clubs?
I
When
love
I
it.
got my
I think that's a
Challenger,
great idea.
I got the all-female Challenger group hit me up and was like, "Come join us." I was like, "Oh, find somebody else to do it."
So you're against it.
Huh?
You're,
So
No, I'm not
people,
against it. I'm already in a club already, so I was just like,
oh.
find somebody else.
Oh, I thought you meant that.
Oh, I thought you meant like hell no. I don't want to be in all female club. That's the way it sounded.
Well, the Gemini in me looked at all of the vehicles first, and I was like,
All right.
And I'm in a Tesla Tia. I'm in a Tesla Uber. It's a white Tesla. It's real nice, and this is my version of being
They
in a
should join my
Tesla.
club. Tell them,
They should.
hey, give them one of my cars. They can join our club. You know, we got about 100-something members. You know what I'm saying?
Will do.
Imaginary members.
Art added
Virtual.
some more stuff to my car, so
We almost got most
I'm gonna
rep
test
at Keys to the City. You know, Pit Crew came and just they edged us out.
In his mind. All right, who next? Next.
Well, I'll go next. So, Diva B, I can be found at Adiva's Camaro. Our car club, official Pit Crew. I need for y'all to stop tagging the old page. We are not Pit Crew ATL. Let me reiterate that we are not Pit Crew ATL. We don't have that page. We are official.
Which one of y'all niggas forgot the password?
Can you delete? Oh, you can't delete it.
It don't matter.
Password.
It does. I need the phone. So, also we are our kids car club is Pit Crew Kids ATL. Our humanitarian page is Pit Crew _cares. And then hold on. Wait a minute. I got more. Hold on.
Your detail is
Pit stop _ mobile detailing.
Shout
So
out.
make sure y'all follow all those pages.
You couldn't even remember all them pages. You had to look at it on paper.
You're right. I did. I had to make sure I got everything right because again, y'all keep following Pit Crew ATL, and we're not that page anymore. So I just want to
So
make
that's
sure.
a show. That's a show for Street Royalty. Misfits, you guys have already had a show this year?
yes, but we have another one coming up August 19th. We will be putting the details out, but it is a car fashion show. So instead of people going down the runway, we will have a runway for the cars.
Oh, I love it.
And we have, I don't know, I think you guys were spoken to about it, but if not, then here I am telling the business. Atlanta Car Cast will be the judges.
Oh.
We're going to have Skip on the ones and twos.
On the ones and the twos?
Yeah, both of them.
He's going to host.
Yes. That's August 19th. So clear your calendars, bring your cars, shine them up, and send.
I'm happy I asked that question.
Yeah, because I sure forgot. Sorry, don't kill me. They gonna cuss me out afterwards. But yes.
And Diva, is Pit Crew gonna get into the car show game this year, or y'all waiting?
As far as what? What do you mean?
Throwing a show.
Right now we have our anniversary celebration that we're planning. We do have a car show that is coming up. Just look out for it. But yes, it is coming. You know, everything we do is epic. It's big. We show up and show out. So it's coming. Just know that.
Okay. You might want to give us a date soon because we're kind of booked and busy over here. I'm just saying.
You definitely will have a heads up. You'll know first before anybody else.
Okay.
Right. Ms. Diva, I want to caution everybody that's thinking about doing a show. You guys need to go ahead and figure out a date now while it's still open, because it'll get to the point where it's so congested that people will have to pick and choose what they want to go to. Versus if people go to schedule a show and something's already on that day, they'll work around it. You understand?
Yep.
Definitely. That's why we're trying to make sure it doesn't conflict with anything else. Everybody is in town. We don't have a Rick Ross car show.
Mhm.
You know, we'll have a Misfit car show. We trying to make sure that you have the opportunity to show up. We don't have a keys to the city. We don't have no Panda Foundation, so that everybody is there. So it's no excuses why you don't show up.
Pama.
I know what you were saying. I'm
Pama.
just messing with
Wait,
you.
stop! Don't do that. Pamela Foundation. So we trying to make sure it's not a conflict. Everybody is there, is able to support. You know.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
I can go next. My IG is lady_icon. Street Royalty IG is Street Royalty _ATL. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Lynn Love on Facebook. And Sisterhood on Wheel is sister_on_wheels. If you want to have your car showcased. And my business IG is Endless Love and Toys on IG.
Shout out.
What that was again?
Is that icon with 2 eyes or one?
2 eyes.
Seriously, yeah, your name has 2 eyes, and that's why I wanted to clarify that for the people that might look you up.
Yes, sir. Lady_IICON.
Miss Deadpool.
Is that me? I'm with Elite Muscle. You can go to elite.muscle.of.atl, or you can go to our website. That's EMCCATL. That's Echo Mike Charlie Alpha Lima Tango.
Okay then.
Dot Charlie Oscar Mike.
Oh my gosh.
That's that military girl.
Yes, you can follow me on IG.
You got to text everybody that. Text everybody that.
Did we miss anybody?
No,
Nails, did you go?
Nails and Caramel. What about that life got going? Y'all got. I heard y'all was throwing the show this year for sure. That's what I heard.
Instagram Caramel _BTL _ATL.
Can y'all hear me?
Facebook at Shalonda BTL.
Okay. And you guys have your annual cookout coming up, right?
There you go.
June 18th, COA cookout.
It's a community affair at Clayton County International Park, 2300 Highway 138. That's in Jonesboro. Make sure y'all get y'all t-shirts too. How much are the t-shirts?
$20.
$20.
T-shirts are $20, and I think they got a most rep with club participation with the shirts. Correct?
Okay. They have to have the shirts in order to be counted as a
most rep.
Gotcha.
Most
Okay.
rep. Yeah. Right.
Nails.
She muted.
My service is spotty, so I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you now.
Tell them to put the car in the park.
She getting out the car. I hear the
Riding in
sound.
the Tesla. She put an R on that just a minute ago. The Tesla.
Well, I'll go. My name's Tia Jakes. I'm at Tia Jakes on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, Patreon, YouTube, everything.
Atlanta
You can also
Cast
find me
Network.
at www.tiajakes.com. I am the HBIC of the Atlanta Cast Network and Atlanta
That's right.
Podcast. I am the founder
They
slash.
was happy to hear that. Look, they started clapping when you said that.
Officially, I am the founder, co-founder, and executive producer of Atlanta Cast Network and Atlanta Carcast. So we get all these questions when we're out and about, and people are like, "Well, I don't know whose it is." I'm the HBIC of Atlanta Cast Network.
Boom.
And Atlanta
That's
Carcast.
right.
So stop talking to me and Skip.
If you get an inbox on Instagram, it's me. If you get an email, it's me. If anybody's communicating with you at all, it's me.
Just like with Street Royalty. If you get an IG or Facebook, it's me.
That part. So yeah. Follow me if you're not following me at Tia Jakes. So yeah.
Thank you, Skip.
Nails. Did you go?
Okay, so I couldn't hear much because I had the iPad down. So what am I saying now?
What you got going on? How people can reach you?
Okay, so I don't have anything really going on right now, but nails and more nails. My car page is 392 nails, and my nail page is Sun Envy. So if you guys want to reach me, those are 2 pages.
And you don't have a website, right?
Yes, Sun Envy Nails NEILZ.com.
And you can book your appointment and see availability on the website.
You can book and see availability on Instagram.
On Instagram. Okay.
Her Instagram is so popping. Can I tell this story?
Yeah.
That the water boys approached her and she ignored them, and they hit her up on Instagram and say, "Hey, mid lady,
I
you
was
could have supported us.
You could have supported a little shouty."
Man, they at the window. I'm looking at the window like this. That's why I thank God for 5% tint, because I was looking scared as shit.
They found her on Instagram and said, "Hey, mid lady."
Like they ready to snatch something out your car and run.
No, one time I gave a kid $5 and he gave me a bottle of water, and then I'm sitting there waiting for my change, and he was like, "Nah, B, you ain't getting no change." I said, "Oh,
you should have pulled that pistol. That's what I did.
Wow,
give me all your money. I'd have robbed his ass." No, I'm playing.
So I also have a website. It's 2girlsandabrush@gmail.com. I'm sorry, that's my email. It's 2girlsandabrush.com. I own my own set of luxury makeup brushes. I actually made them. Me and my best friend actually got with a group of chemists. They came up with a vegan set of brushes called the Vision line. I also made my own concealer, my own lipsticks, my own lip gloss. And then we have other merch and stuff like that on it. So again, it's TWO Girls and a Brush.
And that Cheetah's lip gloss, is everything.
One question.
That's my favorite.
Miss Chanel, you said you have a vegan brush. Is that what you said?
Set of vegan brushes.
Yeah, so they're not made out of animal hair.
No. They're all natural brushes. I own about 36 brushes. But I have a Vision line that has the starter brushes, which is foundation, powder, concealer, foundation. I'm sorry, I said foundation, eyeshadow, and blender. And that's all you need to complete a full set. And we also do classes as well for teenagers and so forth. We do proms, weddings, we do everything. And I have about 15 brand ambassadors that I agent out throughout the city to do makeup for different events and so forth. So if it's not me, then you'll get one of my brand ambassadors. You can go on my website. You can see all of our work. You can see all of our brand ambassadors, their work, as well as our Instagram is 2 Girls and a Brush with the numeral number 2_girls and a brush. And you can check out some of our work there too.
So you one of them fooling people makeup artists or what? Like, you know, you be doing them side by side.
I'm more of the natural, but I do have some younger set of girls that make you look like who.
Like, you be like, wait a minute now. Come on.
First Lady, will you also let people know how to reach Hot Wheels Custom Decals?
You can reach Hot Wheels Custom Decals on Instagram, on Facebook, and I do believe she has a Google website, Hot Wheels Custom Decals with an S.com. Let's see how else you can. I ain't gonna get y'all her phone number all on. I don't want to have to let the Inglewood of me come out. But
the phone number for business purposes, that's crazy.
Get the business phone number.
I also do hair. I don't know if y'all even know that, but Classic Collections. What is my Instagram? My Instagram is Classic Collections 623. And that's just us. We do that all day, every day. We leave the main job to go to the other jobs. So
right.
So everybody's wearing many hats, many hats, many hats, many hats.
Miss Caramel, she also has a business. Are you online at all?
Did they freeze?
Yes.
Oh, okay, there they go.
They still doing the mannequin challenge.
Also, rental properties as well.
Say that again. Repeat. Speak up just a little bit.
Top-notch professional cleaning services, and I also stage showroom floors and houses as well.
Okay.
Good job.
How can people reach you? Can they reach you? How can they reach you? Are you online? Do you have any social media for that?
Facebook.
Facebook
At Shalonda. BTL Press Devo.
All right. And that's Shalonda with an R, right? SHERLANDA.
It's SCH, isn't it?
SCHERLA.
Okay.
LANA.
You got to spell it for the people.
Well, for those that don't know, I sell penny candy and freeze cups. I'm check out my Instagram page.
Penny candy.
Yeah, penny candy and free cup and no, I'm just kidding. Good stuff,
tell
lady.
y'all a secret real quick. I just got in the house and I went to do like this, pull it off, and I realized I was still.
Just snatch it off. That would have been hilarious.
I got a question. How long are those nails?
They are 4 inches. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that looks like longer than 4 inches.
No, it's 4 inches.
That was scissor hands.
Yeah, it's actually a tip and a half.
Wow. I couldn't do it. My booty hole will still be dirty. I can't do that with them.
That's why this hand is short.
Yeah. Jesus.
Wow.
My hat's off to you.
Thank you, ladies, for being here tonight. This is the beginning, and we appreciate you. We support you. This is your second home. You got anything going on, just come over here. We'll get it out. We'll get the word out. This is a collaboration. We're collaborating over competing. So, yeah.
So if you're watching this and you're hearing this, you see what we've done, you know somebody that may qualify for the position that these ladies are in, please inbox us, send it to Atlanta Carcast on Instagram. So shout out to all the presidents, shout out to the CEOs, shout out to the founders, shout out to the vice presidents, shout out to the sergeant at arms, shout out to the first ladies, shout out to the secretaries, shout out to the treasurers, shout out to the road captains, shout out to the road enforcers that keep us safe. And last but certainly not least, the PROs are holding these clubs down. Shout out to them for sure. Ladies, we thank you for joining us. Don't be a stranger. Tell a friend to join one of these clubs. They're all recruiting. Get with them. You heard their Instagram pages. They're doing great things. We appreciate y'all. Our hats are off to y'all, and we salute y'all. And it should always be ladies first. So thank y'all for joining us. Y'all give it up on. Yes, indeed. My computer's going slow, huh? Let's see here. We never had that many people on this show. Did I take too many people? Oh, there we go.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Oh, now I'll turn the camera off? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's repositioning. He's repositioning. Good stuff.
Thanks
good
again.
stuff.
Thanks again.
What'd you say?
I said thanks again. Thanks
again for everybody joining. Rick Ross Car Show is official, right? Last news before we get out of here. What are y'all thoughts?
Yes, official to Park come shut that shit down. And ain't no refunds.
They
don't care how much money you got. You ain't going against the city.
No, it was approved, Skip.
They got
took
it
to court.
The judge,
they did?
the judge approved it.
Yes.
Yeah, judge approved it today.
But boom.
A little bit of this goes a long way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I bet his neighbors mad. Well, he had already made concessions not to have the highway blocked, though. You know, they said they
And
had
to
shuttle
do buses. Yeah, to do shuttle buses.
I've been to several of like private mansion parties and all that where they commute. I just don't see how they're gonna commute 6,500 people. I just don't see it. Sorry.
Well, two shuttle buses back and forth. You know, maybe
6,500 people, Skip.
Mark, you got to do something. If he's charging what was the last video he made? 25,000 to be on the lawn. He can get 5 shuttle buses and have them just working consistently. I mean, it's going to have to happen if they're going to block the roads and not let anybody buy without ID, address or whatever.
With the amount of money that people pay to go to this show, I don't think that that's unreasonable. I've done events where we've had several buses, and what we charged to get into those private mansion parties was not even a fraction of what he charged.
So the girl, one of the reasons why he don't go to the convention center, because at his house, the only money he's spending is lawn maintenance.
And he controls it. And he's not restricted. There's no parameters. Right. He do what the hell he want to do.
And see, at a convention center, you got to have at less than a quarter tank of gas. You can't crank your car up unless you're leaving. You got to put your car in there on Friday and bring it back out Monday after the show that evening. There's a whole bunch of different things that you have to have to rent the convention out.
I want to say that they are loading the day prior, though, right?
They've been loading. They've been loading since last week.
Yeah.
If you go by there now, you'll see cars in his yard.
Wow. So June 5th is going down. If you got that kind of money, if you want to promote your brand, I was hoping to get an in on it from the media standpoint, but I could not find one anywhere. So we won't be there.
On the way Skip was going, because I could have Bill Gates money. I'm not paying $750 to go look at cars.
I would, but we've already talked about that.
You're right.
Did we miss any other shows before we run up out of here, Miss TJ?
The For the Street show is this Saturday.
Yeah.
May 27th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's at the Tire Discounters on Highway 20. That's 1860 Georgia 20, Conyers, Georgia 30043. You can enter to win a new set of tires or rims. It's $30 to showcase and $10 to spectate.
Shout out.
Yep. And the next show that we have, the next few shows that we have are not until June. So we'll talk about those next week.
Mm-hmm. Next week. So that's really the only thing going on in the city, in Conyers, Georgia, right behind the QT. Pull up if you ain't got nothing going on and you ain't got 1,000 fucking graduations to go to.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that has kids that graduated or are about to graduate. Congratulations on the job well done. We know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get a child through school. So yeah, congrats to everybody.
Shout out. Congratulate them. There's more schooling to go, even if you graduate in high school, college, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, shout out to all of the car culture folks that are graduating. All right. Without further ado, we will always be here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Don't forget us on Monday for our sports podcast, A Shot in the Dark, Last Take. Catch us on Tuesday for the Uncomfortable Truth on their new night on Tuesday. After Dark is now on Wednesday, and us, the good folks here at Atlanta Carcast, will always be here on Thursday. We will see y'all in these streets. We're going to chop up some of those interviews from this past weekend. The sound quality with the music in the background was just crazy. So I don't know how they're going to sound, but we're trying to put some of those interviews out if you didn't get a chance to see those. The video, the broadcast is still up from Keys to the City, but, they take it down with the copyright strikes and all that kind of good stuff. So if you have not seen that broadcast, it was some good content in there, some great interviews, and some great builds. I mean, it was vehicles from Chicago. We had New York. We had, what else? Tennessee.
DC, Florida.
Was Ohio, Detroit.
Ohio. So yeah, they brought them out, and it was a great show. What'd you have, Skip?
Nitty, Ski, Hot Wheels, and Carmelita Preston. Just know. I read all the comments. Yeah. Good job. Y'all got me.
I think it was a few more people than that. I
I
think
think
it was
Domer,
I can go back and
Domer
look.
Simpson though.
But Domer
Domer
no,
Simpson,
no. My
one.
favorite one was New Edition, New Head Edition.
No, but they got me. But if it hadn't been about the women, I would have stopped the show to get their ass because you're knitted with his fat
Nasty
ass.
bitch.
Right. I didn't say that. No, that sounded like me. I don't call nobody that, but it's a good show.
Also shout out to Nitty. That new build. If you have not seen NASCAR Nitty's new build, I don't even know what that technology is called with the paint. I call it cartoon cars, where they paint them to look like a cartoon, or it looks like it's in a cartoon movie.
I think it's called caricature, Mr. TJ. Is that?
I don't know what the politically correct name is,
I'm not sure what it's called. I don't want to speak out of turn.
but we've talked about it on the show. I haven't put any images up, but it's coming, and to my knowledge, he's the first one in the state of Georgia with that.
You can get your nails done like that at Sun Envy Nail Salon as well. Just letting you know, she's been doing that for a long time. She's been doing that cartoon-esque, the lines on your nails like that. She's been doing that for a minute. So if your car, wants to match, she can do that for you.
Yeah,
just letting you know.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Bled. Great turnout, great show. We need more shows like that throughout the year. I think if people are waiting to get something great like that, they shouldn't have to wait long. So yeah.
Right.
Without further ado, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna catch y'all in these streets. We gone.